Welcome back to Beyond the Bar, a podcast where justice meets recovery. I'm Devon Anderson, your host, and glad that you're back, if you are back. And if this is your first one, you're in for a treat. I always start off by saying I'm a former prosecutor and judge and defense attorney and elected district attorney, and I run a nonprofit now that's related to recovery. But I've talked, I think, before about when I was a judge, I had the honor, and it was a big honor, of being one of the first drug court judges in Harris County. We had 4 courts, and I got the 4th one. And it was by far my favorite part of being a judge. And I was in active alcoholism during it. Not going to lie about that. So it was kind of this weird deal where I would be asking people what step they were on, and I'm going home and drinking wine until I'm drunk every night. I don't know what that disconnect was about, but what I do know, even in my alcoholism, I saw these remarkable changes in people. I mean, I was cynical about it and thought, does this program really work? And I saw these transformations that blew me away. I mean, people like we talked to last time, Lillian, who was on the streets for so many years, and now she's helping other people stay sober, get sober. So that's the main reason I do this podcast. I want people to hear these stories. I don't want there to be a stigma around addiction. But having said all that, it took me a while I actually did get sober after I lost the election. Probably 4 months into being a defense attorney is when I quit drinking for good. And now, if you've seen the first episode, I started AA a year ago. And this is today the first person we have who was in my drug court as a client. Tony Upton was one of my first. We were just talking about it. He's got 18 years sobriety. He is doing great. I always felt like he did great in the program, but he said, no, it wasn't that smooth. And I wanted to ask him because I was in my alcoholism. I'm like, what kind of judge was I? And you can be honest. You don't have to. You don't have to be sweet. What was it like, that whole experience?
It was an amazing experience. I believe you was fair, even though you were, as you said, during your active addiction. As a judge, I feel you were fair because you didn't mistreat any of us.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a low bar, but okay.
Well, it's, I hated having to go up in front of the judge every week. It was something I did not look forward to doing. But at the end of the day, it was the best thing that ever happened to me because it kept me accountable to my actions. And I had gotten so far off of the bar through my addiction that I was not accountable to nobody. And I needed that structure.
Okay.
Back in my life.
That is a feature of the drug court program, the first phase. You see the judge once a week, and you have to go up to the bench and talk about whatever it is. We staffed before every docket, we talked about every single one of y'all. And I would fly in from my regular court, and they would say, Tony's doing great. He's on step 4. He just found a job, whatever. So they would say, talk about that.
Right.
Or Tony missed a UA.
Right.
Yeah. Or so-and-so didn't report, and I'd have to yell at somebody. Or maybe not yell, but
No, you'd scold them.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it held people accountable.
Yep.
I figured that was, and the whole rest of the people are watching you while you go up there.
Oh, God. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
An audience.
Yeah. Do you have people that you stayed in touch with from that docket?
I did for a while.
Yeah.
Freddie was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I've lost touch with him.
Me too, I think. Yeah.
A couple of the other females. The only other one that I even halfway even talk to now is Melanie occasionally. But she's went kind of her way. She's like at 14 years now, I think, or something.
Oh, wow. I haven't thought about her in forever.
Yeah.
you are somebody we have stayed in touch. We're friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so I've stayed in touch with you, and you have a great job.
It's the, the recovery has been wonderful, amazing. I went from, it has allowed my, it has allowed me to be accountable, right? But I have, my salary has just, I mean,
Really?
it has, yes. I say this with as much humility as I know how to today, but I'm at mid six figures today.
Wow.
And when I came into recovery, I was doing good to make 50K.
Which,
You know.
so this is funny because that's a lot of money for some people, 50K. I know. I don't know if
No,
you could,
I mean, absolutely.
Right, right.
It's a comfortable salary.
You were kind of an anomaly in drug court. I remember thinking, what is this guy doing here? When I saw you the first time, I can't remember your criminal history. What was it? It wasn't
Possession
much.
of a controlled substance 3 times.
3 times?
Yep, and a misdemeanor theft, and yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, but
I
still,
mean,
the way you presented, and it's like Mr. Upright Citizen, what the hell is this guy doing here?
Well, seeing what's crazy, the third time I got arrested in '07, and the first time I got arrested, Harris County give me I don't remember what they called it now, but it was, I would do Harris County time in
Right.
lieu of state jail, and you got 3 or 4 for 1. So I would do 90 days for 6 months, and I would get out. 3 days later, I got arrested again for possession of a controlled substance, and I'm back in Harris County.
Literally 3 days?
Literally 3 days.
So the first time you did that, when you took your county time, you got a felony conviction for it.
Yes, absolutely.
And we created a whole class of felons using that plea bargain. It's terrible.
And
Then you got it another
I got
case 3 days
out,
later.
second time, got out. 3 days later, I got arrested the third time. Well, the third time is when drug court
Came
in.
calling.
And, I remember sitting inside the little room with the glass window, and the prosecutor comes in, or the defense attorney comes in from drug court, and they're talking to me, and they're like, well, where were you arrested from? And I'm like, I was at the Star of Hope over on Washington Street. And they're like, really? Well, hold on a minute. Don't go nowhere. And I'm thinking, I'm in a cell. Where am I going? Out they went, come back and talk to y'all, and then that's when I got offered the drug court.
I'm so glad they spotted that. Some people slip through the cracks. I think a lot of people do. And I don't think enough people are offered drug court. But I'm glad you were.
Something that I always say, I've been saying for quite a few years through AA, is it's going to come out one of 2 ways. The way God wants it to, or the way God wants it to. And all I have to do is what I'm supposed to do. I mean, and that's, I was supposed to get arrested. I was supposed to tell them I was at the Star of Hope.
Yes.
I don't believe in in coincidences.
Right.
I believe that it's a plan that was built for us to be where we are.
True. Spoken like a true AA person. And you still go to meetings 18 years later.
I still go to meetings. I don't get to make as many as I want because I'm up early and I go to bed early, so I don't do evening meetings, but I still do 1 to 2 meetings a week.
So when you came into drug court, so you're doing these little stints in Harris County Jail, which doesn't get anybody sober, and you're not getting any help, and then drug court comes along and says, we want to give you treatment. So where did you go to get your treatment?
I went to, what was the name of that place down in Texas, League City?
Is it VOA, Volunteers of America?
No, it's closed now. Pathway to Recovery.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Pathway to Recovery.
Great place.
Yeah. And what's crazy about that is I had put myself in a treatment facility in '01 Not because I had a drug or alcohol problem, because I had a back problem. I had my mom and dad on my backside, my brothers and sisters were on my backside, and I was just trying to get them off. I'm like, you know what, I'll go put myself in here, and because I would tell them, y'all just don't understand. I don't have a problem. I can quit anytime I'm ready. I'm just not ready. And I didn't find the truth out for that for another 6 years. When I truly tried to quit and I couldn't.
And then you have to face that
Yes.
powerlessness.
And then, but the crazy part, the only reason I bring up the one in Galveston that I went to is because my counselor was Lawrence R.
Yeah.
Then. And then 6 years later, I get put in pathway by Harris County Drug Court. And guess who walks out the back door of the front building? Lawrence.
Really?
He's my counselor again.
That's amazing. So
You
how
know?
long were you there?
90 days.
90 days,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Couldn't leave. You
Nope.
went to court every week, though?
Went to court
They
every
brought you up to
week,
court?
and they brought me up to court every week, and then couldn't go nowhere for the first, I don't remember, 30 or 45 days, and then so it's crazy because I was to get out right before Christmas, and I was really anxious about getting out right before Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah. Understandably so.
Party time. I mean,
Party time and family time.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
one of those is going to make you use or drink.
Something, exactly, right? So what's crazy is I come to drug court and I said, hey, look, guys, I don't really want to be out right now. Will y'all extend me to after
I do
January?
remember that. I do remember that.
And y'all approved it.
Yes.
Yes.
So smart of you. Wasn't it? I
Well,
think so.
I mean, I think so. But I'm going to be real honest. You might not know this part. Lawrence put the whole place on shutdown and wouldn't let nobody go nowhere. And I'm like, that includes me too? He says, yeah. I said, okay, I'm out of here. Fine. Bye. And I went to that place up on I-10 that off by Heights Boulevard that it was a old motel that
right.
that was a transitional house.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I went.
Okay.
And I was there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, 5 months.
Wow.
And making meetings at the Heights.
Yeah. Heights group.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get on the bus, run up, take it up to the Heights, and yeah.
Wow. So did you grow up in Houston?
Yes. Born in Richmond, Texas.
Yeah.
Raised in Houston off of I-10 and Mercury Drive.
Uh-huh.
And I've pretty much been in Houston all my life.
Mom, dad. You have addiction in your family? Like the rest of us do?
My uncle was an alcoholic. My dad was a heavy drinker. The kids all think Dad was an alcoholic, but Dad wasn't an alcoholic because when Mom got after him and said, you know what, if you don't quit drinking, I'm leaving. I'm taking the kids and out of here. He quit, just like that. An alcoholic can't do that.
That's true.
So...
Did he go to
No, he
Nope,
just quit,
Yeah.
period. And that just bumfuzzled me. Like, how do you do that, And so, but yeah, I mean, and it's, it's, I've met so many people through being in AA, different people, because of work. I mean, and I've moved around some because of my job. I mean, I've done a pipeline job up in North Dakota, and I had to find a place up there to make meetings. So, I've made AA meetings all over this country.
That's cool.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
It really is.
That you can go anywhere and you can find a room.
And the nice thing about it is that I was just as comfortable in that room up there as I am this room here.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's I don't get it.
Right.
But it is. It's true. And I've made many conferences around Houston, Beaumont. I've also, something I've done, I started in 2010. I went to the Founders Day convention
Oh, okay.
in Akron, Ohio
Uh-huh.
for the very first time in 2010. And I've been there probably 8 times since.
Nice.
And it's something, if you're not willing to take and commit to this and live the lifestyle, because honestly, it's changed me inside and out. It's changed the way I think. It's changed the way I live.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed everything about me. I mean, you know, I used to go to some awful bad places, do some awful bad things that I'm not proud of in my addiction, you know, and would never blink an eye about it. And today, going to the grocery store gives me anxiety. I mean, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because back then, going to the grocery store didn't bother me. I mean, it's crazy at how things have evolved, how life has changed for me. I have a wife today that we've been married. We've been together 10 years. We've been married since 2020, February 22nd of 20, which is a palindrome.
Wow. Yes.
02,
Oh, cool.
22, 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Did you pick it for that reason?
Didn't want to forget.
Yeah, you'll have no excuse.
I'm
on
fat, not
anniversaries.
stupid, okay? I mean, but no, I mean, so and she's, I guarantee you, she's a better woman than I'd even deserve. I mean, she's not one of us. She don't drink anyway. I mean, occasionally something here or there, but as far as regular drinking, absolutely not. She has 2 children. She has 3 children, but Skeeter died when he was 7 or 8 years old from leukemia. And, so I'll never get her away from here because he's buried in New Caney.
Oh.
So she won't leave this area, which I'm okay with. We have a nice home in Huffman that, I mean, and I've never owned a house, ever. That's why I say this program has changed me so immensely. It's insane. I look to give somebody else a better life, her a better life, my daughter a better life, my granddaughter a better life. That's what I live for today.
Right. Right. And helping other people.
And helping
right?
other
Service.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to meetings, sponsoring.
Yep.
That's so wonderful. Taking people to Founders Day.
Taking people to
lovely.
Founders Day, and I mean, he has truly, truly blessed me beyond my belief.
So if you contrast now for, now and then and now,
Right?
it sounds like you grew up in a good family situation. You have brothers and sisters.
I have, there was 6 of us, 3
Oh,
boys,
boy.
3 girls,
Okay.
right? So I had 2 brothers, 3 sisters. And, it's funny because I'm going to go back to the 3rd time I was arrested, right? As I'm going into the Harris County Jail for the 3rd time that year in 07, I thought, Tony, what are you doing? You were raised better than this. Okay? And I'm like, and I really started searching my soul and everything, and I knew something was broke, and I didn't know what it was. And the crazy thing is, Devin, that day when I finally got into my cell through the transitions stuff of going into Harris County.
Yeah, getting booked in.
Right. And I got in my cell. I went over to my bed and I got down on my knees, and all I said was, God, please help me.
Oh.
The other 2 times, it was like, say, dude, look, if you just help me out of this little fix I'm in, I won't do that no more.
Yeah, something really.
We knew all what that was. That was just, it was BS. But that 3rd time, yeah, it was. I just said, God, please help me, and He sent me to y'all.
Oh man, isn't that amazing?
Isn't it amazing? I mean,
That you were open to it too for the first time, and you realized you couldn't stop.
He knew my heart.
Right, right. So, what was your drug of choice?
Anything that went fast, crack, meth,
Speedy.
cocaine, I didn't care.
How did you get started using it? Or how old were you?
18 years old,
18.
first time I ever used. And if you think about it, in 07, I was 44 or 45.
Long
Okay.
time.
Huh. And I mean,
That's a long time.
yes, a lot of misery, and I didn't really, I don't like alcohol, never have, because it's a depressant. It
Mm-hmm.
makes you go to sleep, and I didn't want to go to sleep. And I mean, thinking back, I can remember I was 9 days one time. I stayed up.
Did you do meth?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the. Oof.
9 days. And I mean, it was kind of funny because all my friends were hating me at the time. And I was living in Polk County. And they were all going to the dealer saying, man, you need to quit selling him that stuff because, he's, no matter, I don't know what all they were telling him, but he told me, as long as you got money, I'm selling it to him.
Mm. Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care.
Bottom line, yeah.
And I mean, it just, yeah.
Wow. How did you survive? Like, were you able to work during, I mean, this whole time? It's a huge amount of time. If Ike was better at math, I would actually tell you how many years, but we'll just say it's a lot of years you used.
It's 30 years, honestly. I mean, 18 to 40, so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's 20 something years. And yeah, I mean, some of it I was working for myself, so that was kind of a blessing or a curse. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. But it got to the point where I was unemployable. By the '05, '06 range, I was doing probably $600 a day in cocaine
Oh, wow. How'd you
and
pay for that?
stealing. Why do you think I got 3 felony theft charges?
Oh, I thought you said they were PCSs.
Oh no, it was PCS, but no,
You got
you're
one
right.
theft. You
I
got one theft, so okay,
well,
you only got
misdemeanor theft.
Yeah, that's
But
not
but
gonna.
I was stealing.
Really?
I mean, yeah, plain and simple.
Like what? Stealing? Any?
Well,
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how you get.
one instance comes into mind. I was on I-10 in a Lincoln Continental that I had, and out I-10 East, there's a restaurant right there, just by the theater. And I had pulled in and went around behind the building, and there was a service truck there with a ladder on top of the building. So I knew where the guy was. I opened the doors on his truck, and they were unlocked. And I was like, I'm providing a service. I'm teaching him that he needs to lock his doors.
Oh, no, you didn't think that.
And I unloaded all of his tools into my car and took them to the pawn shop.
So that's how you steal something and pawn it, and you get up to $600. That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah. And then the the working girls on the road out there, I always kind of palled up with one of them because it's not good to steal at night. You get shot. So they would work at night and make money to keep us in a motel and drugs, and I would work during the day.
We just had a guest talk about knowing the best times to go out on the street, and holidays would be bad, and this time
Too
would
many
be
people
good.
at home.
Yes, yeah. So you would team up with somebody basically.
Yeah, almost had to if you were going to be able to
Keep
a routine of a daily routine of being able to do what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. Did you see your family during all this?
Not really. I stayed away from them.
Yeah.
They knew when I was, they knew when I was doing what I was doing because I wouldn't go around them. I didn't want to hear what they had to say. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's the truth,
Right, of course.
And I remember my first Thanksgiving when I was in drug court. My brother invited me out to his home for Thanksgiving with him and his family. And, I thought about it really hard, Devon, and I told Irvin, Irvin, you know what, man? I said, I'd love to come out there with you guys. I said, but you know what? I think I need to be around my people this Thanksgiving. And I hung out at the Heights group Thanksgiving.
Wow. Did you spend the next Thanksgiving with your family?
I think it was a couple years.
Really?
Yeah. Because for whatever reason, I understood that I had to get a foundation built underneath me if I was going to make long term sobriety. And through the going to AA and being around the meetings, I met some people that were in long term sobriety,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20 plus years. And I knew that's what I wanted. Even back then, I knew that's what I wanted. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get it or not. I wasn't even sure I was going to make 2 days, much
Right.
less 2 weeks. You know, but God's blessed me with the being in long term recovery now. I mean, it just blows me away. I think back, I'm 18, fixing to be 20 years sober. I
Yeah.
mean, and I'm like, holy cow, where did the time go?
Right.
But it's just one day at a time.
I
One
say a lot of
day.
times, sometimes it's an hour, 1 hour at a time for
Mi-
Dev.
minute by minute.
Yeah,
I mean, it can be.
It can
Seriously.
be. Some days are like that.
Yeah, and they're still that way for me sometimes.
Yes, it doesn't ever
work.
let up.
No, it don't change. Work, first one thing and another, and
That desire doesn't really ever go away. I
No.
mean, I've found you just learn how to
you learn to cope with it better.
cope with
you,
it.
You learn when it starts happening what you should do. There's certain things we do, this on a daily basis. And it's whether it's pray or
Go to a meeting.
right.
Yeah, call somebody. Yep.
Yep.
Looking back, what was the thing that helped you the most, you think? Getting sober, staying sober. Those are two different things, I know.
They are, but drug court. I mean, and
Yeah.
I don't say that because I'm here. I
No,
tell
I'm-
that to people all the time because they taught me accountability. They
Right.
taught me how to be right with Tony. See, and that's what I had to learn. AA teaches us. They always say it's going to get better. I don't never say that in AA. It's going to get different.
Yeah.
I mean, and sometimes different ain't good.
That's so true.
I mean, it's just reality. But it's amazing.
Everything about you and what you've said just really shows not just a good program that you work, but how life-changing, I'd say it again, the drug court is when it's done well, when you work it, when the staff works it right. It is just truly transformative, and it's it's changed your entire life, and now you're helping other people, and
As I
it's
put
just
in
a
that
good life.
as I put in that message to you, there is no way Tony could ever repay the debt that Tony owes.
Oh,
Ever. I mean, and I know it's not expected, don't get me wrong, but because what I've received, I feel
Right.
I owe.
yep, I understand. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for sharing it. And you don't have to rack up a bunch of felonies to get help.
No, you
I
do
mean,
not,
it happens.
guys.
Yeah. If you do, that's okay too, because you can find life after felony convictions as well. I think I think most of the people on here have been good testaments to that, but you don't have to go that far, and there's help everywhere, all around you. And if you want to know how to find it, email me at beyondthebartx@gmail. You can message through any of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're on everything. YouTube, Spotify. There's always ways to message, and we will help you find help. You do not have to do this alone. There is a better way to live, and I hope that you find it. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.